You have started the video.
I know, but leave and I'll start the video properly. Obviously I know I've started the video, it's obviously recording. God, what an idiot of a sister I have.
No, it's a nice opening, like a nice suspense, like closed and then
Anyway. So today guys I'll be doing a video called Would You Rather, and basically you get two scenarios and you have to choose one. Let's get it started in here. Woohoo! Question 1. Would you rather be hairy all over or completely bald? It's really hard for me to answer this question because I would hate to be bald. So imagine not having a beard. Like, I remember those days when I didn't have a beard, and here's just a picture of it. You know that naked mole rat from Kim Possible? That's genuinely what I look like. Thank God for puberty because I love my beard. So I'll probably put being hairy all over because at the end of the day, like, we have so many ways of getting ourselves hairless. So like if I didn't want the hair on my arms, for example, you could just get it waxed or something. So yeah. Definitely pick being hairy all over than being bald. Would you rather be happy for 8 hours a day and poor, or sad for 8 hours a day and rich? Is that even a question? Hands down, I would take being rich and sad for 8 hours a day. If you're rich, yeah, and you're sad, at least you can find ways like to make yourself feel better, because at the end of the day, like if you got money, you can just take like a year off and just go around the world, travel around the world. And I genuinely cannot imagine you traveling around the world and seeing all these amazing places and not being happy. Plus, there's no way you can cry in a Nissan GTR. I mean, come on, look at it. That's a masterpiece. You can't cry in that. Would you rather be invisible or be able to read minds? See, now I've thought about this before and I've just loved the idea of invisibility. Like, there's so many possibilities with being invisible. Like, imagine just one of the most amazing things would be pulling pranks, because no one would see it coming. Like, you could pull the best pranks ever. Has so many perks. Like, I mean, imagine you're just like walking in the middle of the street and you see someone who you don't like and you could just turn invisible. That's it. You just, no, can't see me, I'm not here. So like, if I had the ability to read minds, I could just be sitting there, someone would be like, when's my birthday? And you could be like, January 17th. Oh! I even tweeted about this recently. I'm literally the worst person ever at remembering people's birthdays. Like, I have two sisters and one of them is born on the 22nd of January and one of them is born on the 25th of January. I kid you not. Every single year up until about 3-4 years ago, I used to buy them both a present at like the start of January, and whichever one's birthday came up on the 22nd, then I would give them that present. So for example, on the 22nd, I used to wake up with both their presents, and if it was like, oh my god, it's Shreen's birthday, here you go! That's how it was, because I literally could not remember their birthdays for shit. Would you rather meet an alien visitor or travel to outer space? If I had the choice, I would definitely want to travel to space. I mean, especially like after watching these movies like Interstellar and Gravity, literally all I want to do is I want to go down to NASA, sign up to become an astronaut. Because literally, outer space is like the most incredible thing. The way that the world looks up there is just nuts. And just floating around in anti-gravity just seems like so amazing to me. So if I had the choice of doing that or staying on Earth and meeting an alien, hands down I'll pick traveling to outer space. I'm gonna be honest, if I traveled to outer space and I didn't see an alien, honestly, I would feel like I wasted my trip. It's like literally going down to Chipotle and then not buying a Chipotle. Like literally just driving there, going into the shop, saying hi, and then just leaving. You know, what's the point? What was the point? Seriously, if I went out of space and I didn't see an alien, believe me when I tell you, I'll come back and tell people I saw 1,000,000 aliens. Would you rather never use internet again or never watch TV again? TV. Let's be honest, yeah, the internet's the most amazing thing ever. Seriously, do you know how many hours I just lose from just going online and just looking at like random like vines and memes? Like, I can literally lose like 6-7 hours. Easy. Easy. Whereas TV, literally I get bored after like 10 minutes because those bloody long 6-7 minute adverts in between every 5 seconds, the TV show, just piss me off. I'm not even like exaggerating here. TV is getting way out of hand with adverts. Like, adverts are getting extreme. For example, like when you go online, you watch Netflix, right? And you watch an episode, it's supposed to be 1 hour. Why the hell is it 41 minutes? 41 minutes is nowhere near an hour. It's not even 3 bloody quarters of an hour. How is it an hour show? Tell me. Tell me. Because that's not an hour. It's 41 minutes. Then when you take away the end credits, take away the intro, what is it really? It's like what? 38.5 minutes. So really, it's closer to half an hour than it is to an hour. So stop bullshitting me and telling me, oh, this is an hour program. No, it's a 38-minute program. So let's get that straight. So yeah, internet. Next question. Would you rather only be able to whisper or only be able to shout? Okay, let me just tell you something, right? If I was only allowed to whisper, I'm telling you now, I would not be able to speak to my family. My family is the loudest family ever. Everyone is shouting, and the only way someone gets to talk is if they're louder than the other person. So imagine if I'm there just going, Believe me when I tell you, no one's gonna listen to me. Hands down, I would pick shouting all the time. No disrespect to people who are quiet, but it really annoys me when people whisper, like, or talk really quietly in general. Because like, I haven't got the greatest of hearing, I'm not gonna lie, but like, the worst thing in the world to me is like, when you're talking to someone, a random question like, what's your name? And then they'll be like, Peter. And you'll be like, what? Sorry, I didn't hear you. Peter. And then you're like, sorry, say it again? I didn't hear you. Peter. And by that point, you're just like, oh my god, I didn't hear what that person said. And now you're in that like mentality, like, oh, should I ask again? But then maybe they'll think I'm being rude, or maybe they think I wasn't listening. So it's like, you just like, you know what, just forget it. I'll act like I heard and do that fake note like, oh yeah. And in your head, you're like, I don't know what the fuck you said. And then you walk away and you're just like, oh, what the fuck did that person say? Like, I really want to know. And then you just have to go around having that awkward conversation where you talk to someone else and be like, oh, what's the, sorry, yeah, you see that person? Yeah. What's their name? What's their name? Because like you don't know what their name is, and obviously it's like really rude to go up to a person and be like, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot your name. What's your name again? I'll take shouting any day. Would you rather always lose or never play? What's the point in even playing then? I mean, like, so if you're always gonna lose, how is that even a game? That's like the worst thing. Like, I can't imagine a worse kind of torture. So imagine putting all this effort into a game, you know, like trying really hard, like, yeah, I can do this, and then you're just always gonna lose. No, that's just bullshit. Like, come on. I don't know about you, but when I lose in Monopoly, I get so angry. Like, I'm so furious. Like, oh my god, I shouldn't have done this. I should have done that deal. I should have put a house here, blah, blah, blah. Especially because I'm like one of the most competitive people ever. It would actually annoy me to constantly lose all the time. So I would hands down rather not play. I'd rather not play any game for the rest of my life than always lose. My friend Hassan, okay, he's like amazing at FIFA, yeah? And in my whole life, I have never beat him, and I wish you knew how much that pisses me off. Like, honestly, right now I'm getting so angry about the fact I've never beaten him in FIFA. It still pisses me off, yeah? So if I had to do that for everything in the whole world, no thank you. I'd rather never play any game ever again. Next question. Would you rather have 500 tarantulas crawling in your house or 1,000 crickets jumping around your room? Is that even a question? Why the hell would you want even one tarantula in your room, let alone 100? You know, no. I'll take 1,000,000 crickets in my room. Crickets are nothing. They're just these things with long legs that just bounce around. What's the problem with that? Just leave them be, innit? They're not gonna affect you. Whereas a spider, they can bite you, they can kill you, they can poison you. And on top of that, they're just freaking weird. Like, I'm not scared of them. Like, literally, if it's like the size of my hand, as far as I'm concerned, it now owns my room, and I'm gonna leave. I'd rather die than sleep in that room. And finally, would you rather be an overweight chocolate addict or a thin guy allergic to chocolate? I think a man starts looking really feminine when he gets big because he starts growing what I'm gonna call the man boobies. So when he gets the man boobs, he just like looks so feminine. The idea of having man boobs makes me sick. Like, I had them when I was younger because I was really fat, and they're just disgusting. Like, I'm a man, not a woman. I'm not supposed to have like these lumps because they're not serving any purpose. What do they serve? They're supposed to be there for feeding the child, okay? I'm not feeding any children's. Ain't no milk growing in these bad boys. I would rather be allergic to chocolate. I'm sorry. I've been fat once, wore the t-shirt, never again. Anyway guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that like button. And for those of you who haven't already, please subscribe. It means a lot. And I'll see you guys next week. Karimchi, out. Woo! Focus. Just focus. Is it just me, or that's like when your mom uses an iPad, she uses it like this? Don't forget the mouth, that's important.